seems like it's not very bright in here. The first thing I got to check on every video from now on is the sound. Oh my goodness, have I had trouble with the sound lately? It's unbelievable, unbelievable. So I got home today, what day is today? Monday. I got home Saturday. Oh, I don't even know what day it is. I'm still in a fog, really. So I went to work today, Monday, and I tried to do a few videos from the Bobcat I was working in, moving boats around, and there was no sound on them. Now, I got to tell you something. There's no buttons on the shorts to do anything with sound. You can't turn it up, you can't turn it down, you can't mute it. There's no buttons for sound on there, no audio buttons at all, anywhere. And so my phone, the volume was all the way up. I already had received some phone calls on the phone. I had talked to people, had no problem with anything. I go to do a short, there's no sound. I never even heard of such a thing. Okay, I've done over 200 shorts, no problems. I go try to do it today after having no sound on the dancing video on Friday, and guess what? There's no sound. And I did like 3 or 4 of them in a row with no sound. Didn't even know there was no sound. Never even would have thought that there couldn't be any sound, to be honest with you. And typically when I do those shorts, they load up to my studio page on my desktop, and I probably can edit them from the phone, but I was working, so I thought, well, I'll upload them now and then I'll edit them when I get home. Editing means adding something to the title, a description, and there's some other choices in there like adding captions, subtitles, and that kind of stuff. So, but there is no button for sound. There isn't one. Doesn't exist. So how it got with no sound, I couldn't tell you. Maybe it has something to do with my phone, but the phone was already up. I already been using it, man. So anyway, let me stop apologizing for that one and start apologizing for the next one. So as many of you know, we had videotaped. This is Barry here. This right here where I'm circling with my cursor, and this is Steve Ackerman. And you can't see him, but over here to the right, there's a Robert Palmer, is the sound guy, and filming this is James Thiel, a great guy. He's actually let me stay in his room with him because his guy that was coming with him canceled out. So I had a room, and I went up early. I was going to go up Friday morning and come back Friday night. And I ended up going up Thursday and spending the night in James's room through his gracious offer and hospitality, and also spent the night there Friday night. So James, thank you for all that you did to help. Actually, probably this offer and me staying there probably made that whole day possible, because I probably would have been just drained and I would have got there later and it wouldn't have been the whole same experience. So you gave me the right setup to have the best day I've ever had in my life, I believe. So overall, from the whole experience. So anyway, so Barry and Steve actually were the ones that, these two guys, were actually the ones that came up with the dancing in the park and the dancing angels. And also the idea to do a karaoke style sing along. You can't see it here. They're only practicing the dance here, but over here to the left, up in front, there was a TV screen with the lyrics for the videos on there. And I got to tell you, the crowd was bigger than I thought, because this park was a ways away from the downtown Portsmouth and the music hall, and it was getting around in Portsmouth was a little difficult. The roads were a little confusing. And so I wasn't sure how many people were going to try to make this trip, but I thought we had a nice turnout there, way better than I thought we would probably get. And, of course, we had no idea how many people were going to show up, so we tried to prepare for many, and we also considered the option there would only be a few. But I think we had, about 25, 30, maybe even 40 people there. I didn't really count them, but they kept coming in. So as we got closer to the time and we get filled in, and I got to tell you, when you watch the video, this is a rehearsal video. And when you watch this, the people, everybody was participating and trying to get the dance moves down. And I mean, that's why they were there, but it's kind of like usually there's a lot of people that are on the sideline, don't really participate. And talk about having a good time. Watch the faces of the people. Now, some people were concentrating on the dance moves, but overall, they're all happy and smiling. And when you see the video of the actual dance that, when it was time to go and it was go time, and we were videotaping it to be live stream. Even though that video didn't the one that we didn't have any sound, James caught it all, and he's got it's from a little bit different perspective than where we had the camera set up, but he caught actually the sound and everything pretty good. Now I was wearing a lavalier mic, so for the video that we were shooting from, it was over here to the left, up front farther. We had tested out earlier today, and it had great sound. So unfortunately, we don't have that. But we do have me. You can hear me out there yelling and doing whatever I was doing. And it was just a great day. Everybody during the video was smiling, having a great time. So without further ado, which I've already piled up a bunch of ado, whatever that is, let's go ahead and watch this. And you got to look at the face on the people's faces there. It's just awesome. There's nothing I won't do. Try to knock me down, scorch the ground. The smoke will be my proof. You stole, I found my soul. What you don't understand is that I crush your bliss, but I'm here still, like diamonds in the sand. I know I cry your flags in the dark. When my head's up high, my heart wide open, so turn off the lights. I shine even more bright. I step you right off my shoulder. I told you now I'm about to show you some. Turn off the lights. I shine even more bright. Like the diamond in the night. So turn off the lights. Try me them alive. I go die for me, cause I believe I'm exactly what I'm meant to be. Young and free, powerfully, open doors that are meant for me. That are made for me. I cry your friends in the dark. Yeah, I know. And even when life is hard, I'm shining like a supernova. When my head's up high, my heart wide open, so turn off the lights. I shine even more bright. Right off my shoulder, I told you now I'm about to show you some. Turn off the lights. I shine even more bright. Like the diamond in the night. So turn off the lights. Shine even more bright. Like the diamond in the night. So turn off the lights. Shine even more bright. Like a diamond. Oh yeah. So I'm going to pause it there. I'm not sure what comes after this, but let me just pause it real quick. Oh, okay. It's well, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to say real quick, the choreographer, I forgot to mention the choreographer. The choreographer did a great job. And I think her energy and enthusiasm added extra layers of joy and happiness here for everybody that's participating in this. Did you see everybody's out there? How many times have you been to something like this where half the crowd doesn't even participate? They kind of wander off or whatever. And look at them all there, happy, smiling, everybody's involved. It was awesome. Awesome. You saw, I don't know, for those that don't know me, I was right about in here with a blue shirt on, and I just ran off this way. I think I was getting summoned by my teammates on various occasions to go do what I was supposed to be doing instead of dancing. So And because I had to go announce, I think I had to go announce something or whatever. I don't remember exactly, but anyway, it's so awesome to see everybody having such a good time, right? And I think this is the angel energy that Angelina gives us. We're all brothers and sisters here. We love Angelina. We're there to see Angelina, and this day is Angelina Day, if you want to look at it that way. And she is the people that are there are so full of positivity. It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was like overwhelmed with how much, when we were doing stuff, how many people want to help. They offered their help. We had a lot of people there just came up and helped us do whatever, carry stuff, set things up. Didn't have to really even ask. They just dove in. Earlier today, we were moving these heavy picnic tables around to try to get some of the equipment on and stuff like that. And man, we had, 3, 4, 5 people, 6 people on a picnic table. It was awesome. And, people are usually willing to help, but these guys here with a big smile on their face, not always with a smile. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what the rest of the video has to offer. There's Barry. There's me with the dark blue shirt on the left, not dark, navy blue, I guess. And that's Tammy. Let me stop the video there real quick. I'm going to move this back just a hair. Oh, they told me I had to get my coat on because I had to go do something important, I guess. I don't know what. I don't remember what. I don't know if it makes much difference, actually. So this young lady right here with the glasses on is Tammy. And her brother, Brian McCarthy, and he was a frequent commenter on my videos in the last, for many months. And then one day I noticed he wasn't there for a while. And as it turned out, back in late April, Brian had a stroke. Unexpectedly, of course. Nobody expects those kind of things. And he's been recovering ever since and doing quite well. And he had basically sent Tammy and her brother, I think it's her brother Wayne. I don't see him in the picture here, but you'll catch him maybe once in a while. He's got like longer, light brown hair. These two people are great, loving and caring people. They came here to this concert without being Angelina fans or anything like that, because Brian asked them to. Brian believes that listening to Angelina is helping him heal from the stroke, and I believe that it is too, because I believe Angelina's music has that effect on people. I know she's healed me, not necessarily, physically in some degree. I lost a bunch of weight as being motivated to come to the concert, so that's a physical healing of sorts. And mentally, she's done more for me than I mean, not that I was any kind of a mental state that was terrible, but I just, I was, losing faith in mankind, to be honest with you. And then when Angelina came along 6 years ago, with I Put a Spell on You, I revisited my whole life. And I decided that, why think that? Look at Angelina. There's an example of a person that is a good person with all kinds of talent, working towards a goal. Humanity isn't lost. Angelina showed me that. And from that point on, I think I've been far more positive. I've tried to, where I can, because I have to put a caveat on that. I've tried to be a better person overall. Just be more loving and caring. Try to be kinder to people instead of having I sometimes have a cutting tongue, man. I can go boom right there, and I don't have any filter, so sometimes it just comes out. Then afterwards I don't even always mean to say it, and I feel bad. But I also joke around a lot, so you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get the jokey Steve or the cutting tongue Steve. Well, it could be either one depending on what's going on, right? So, Angelina taught me maybe stop and think a little bit before you say something and try to pick, the kinder words. And I've been trying to do that. Now, there are times when I have difficulty with it. Mostly when I'm in my car driving. I just, I let it go in the car driving. There's nobody there but me. Sometimes my dogs are with me. So I can kind of get that out of my system. But I have been trying to modify how I talk to people and such. I have been for some time now. And I feel like it's many people have noticed it actually and said something. So, and that's good. And people that didn't know me before have commented at work even about how nice I am and all this kind of stuff, which I always thought I was a pretty nice guy, but you know, we all have our moments. And anyway, let's go on here. Let's. So I just wanted to tell you, this girl right here with the sunglasses on, that's Tammy. That's Brian's sister. She was sent there without being an Angelina fan to see the concert, to see me, to talk to me, and we spent quite a lot of time talking together. And if you see the other video, I went out and danced with a few people, and she was one of them. And it's a touching story that he sent her here, and the fact they wanted to talk to me blew me away, because I don't see myself as being worthy of that. But if it helps Brian, it helps Brian, and I'm willing to do what I can to help Brian. So, because we just bonded over commenting on about Angelina on videos. That's all. That's all it took. Angelina brought us together, and I feel almost like a brotherhood with Brian, and I've never met him. So anyway, let's go on with the video. We'll move on. Like I said, this is Barry. I think I was trying to get to the point where I saw Tammy. Yeah, there she is. That's Tammy. Oh, I had given her my jacket because she was a little cold, and I was sweating, so I said, "Here, you take it. I don't need it." So she had to give it back to me because they were yelling. I had to put it on because I had to go do something. So anyway, yeah, I let her wear my jacket for a while.
I don't know, but right now I'm recording in 8K.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, where are you? There you are. I think so. You can't tell until you watch it. How do I know? Because I already tested it. This lady's a firecracker, this one right here with the flower in her hair. And these two young girls here, man, they were living it up. They were really getting into the dance part. And but if you watch the whole crowd, they all were, you know, to whatever degree they were comfortable. It was beautiful, man. Even this, I forget his name. Oh, I got it. Oh, that's over now. Okay, let me restart it. Even this guy way over here, the older gentleman with the cane, had some, you know, he had some mobility issues, but still he was swaying with the music. And later on, when you watch the actual production part, he was moving, man. You know, he was moving around. I'm not going to say he was doing any what do they call that stuff, breakdancing, but he was moving with the music and he was having a good time. So everybody there, I think I only saw one person standing, and I think they were videotaping, and that's probably why they were standing still. It's kind of hard to videotape when you're moving around. So, and of course, like I said, James is back here. He had a different perspective than we had our camera set up at, and thank God he taped it, because our tape had no audio, and we're still working on putting that on there and getting that out to you. But this is James's video here. We'll run with that ball for a bit. So there you go. That's the video of a rehearsal for the Dancing Angels in the Park. And our live stream camera, we didn't catch any of the rehearsal. We just wanted to have it set up ready to go for the live stream. And I don't know how we got no audio. The only thing I can think of is that somebody hit the mute button inadvertently. Easy enough to do. And oh, how disappointing is that, right? So we spent hours. We were out there the day before, surveilling the where we were going to be working and where to put the camera, where to do this and where to do that. Spent hours that morning setting up, carrying equipment, repositioning things, rethinking things, trying to make sure we had the perfect setting. If you notice, Barry, I think he was right. I was wrong. I wanted to get a different view, but this is like a very scenic. When you watch the close-ups, these boats in the background, it's just like out of a magazine, because it's a port. You know, it's a port city, and those boats are just a classic picture, right? I, being a guy and a carpenter, if you go completely 180 degrees over here, there's a naval shipyard with all these cranes and stuff. That's what I thought should be in the background, because I wanted to go over and play with the cranes. But this actually is a much more scenic and a beautiful little shot. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I have to try to tell the story of that whole day somehow. And I think I may, for those that are watching this, I think I may schedule a live stream maybe for tomorrow and start trying to tell the story. I just got to do it because it gets too far away from the event. It's not as fresh and not as I don't know, relevant, I guess, if you will. And it was such a special day for me and for everybody I think that was in attendance. I mean, I really felt like I was exactly where I needed to be. I was doing exactly what I was meant to do. And the whole day was just full of joy, love, kindness. Uh, it was overwhelming. It really was. I mean, I just felt like it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better than this. And everybody. I mean, I'm not even there was nobody that I ran across in the whole time that I was doing the stuff I was doing that wasn't in the spirit of the moment, and that is a little unusual. Usually, you got a couple of the people with the dark cloud over their head floating around, but I didn't experience any of that, and it was just incredible. It was incredible the whole day. I got up at 5 in the morning. I went to bed at 3:30 in the morning. It was a long day, but I didn't want it to end. And after this, we met there in the morning, and after this here, uh, we did the live stream with the no sound, unfortunately, and then we tore down everything, and we had to get over to the concert. Before this was the greet. There was a meet and greet scheduled at Portsmouth Gaslight Company bar and grill, kind of a thing. That was scheduled from 2 to 5, and that was awesome, man. I talked to a lot of people. I wish I could have talked to more, and I wish I could have spent more time with everybody. But there's a lot of people there, and I felt I wanted to get around and at least say hello to everybody. And I met a lot of the people that I comment with, on my channel and stuff like that. And it was just great. The whole thing to me, was just awesome and great. I don't have anything bad to say about anything. And I probably wouldn't say it anyway, but, still, it's like usually, other than the audio thing, which is so disappointing, um, I mean, things go wrong sometimes. Okay, get over it. Just move on, right? I mean, there's nothing to do about it, so move on. And, we're trying to fix it and put something up, but, that I don't know if that's out yet or not, but hopefully soon. And, um, it's part of a live thing. Things go wrong sometimes, right? It's part of life, too. But I felt the whole thing was just awesome. So, I got up in the morning, I got ready, went over to the park. We did what we did over there, talked about things mostly. Couldn't leave our stuff there because we weren't, we had the thing reserved for a period of time, and we can't come too early to set stuff up. Then we don't want to leave the stuff there unattended either. So, anyway, went to the meet and greet. Then we all went back over there. We set up. We had a lot of people who offered to help us, and they did help us. And then we got started a little after 5 with the young lady here that was doing the choreography. She was awesome, and you could see everybody was participating and trying to follow along. And then we did the live without the audio. I keep bringing it up because it's what happened. And then after that, we tore down. We all had to get back over to the concert. And I wanted to catch everybody in line that wanted to talk before the concert as they were going in. And I caught quite a few people. Angelina's mom, Sarah, came out. And I was able to talk to her for a few minutes. And I hung around near her just to hear other people's what they were saying and Sarah's response in return. I happened to catch, I don't know if I got it on video or not. I haven't actually watched my own videos because I haven't really found the time yet to do it. But I was out there when Sarah looked up at the marquee, and it was flashing. It didn't flash like blink blink flash, but it was up in big letters. The concert was sold out, and she was emotional and crying, wiping tears from her eyes that it was sold out. Her baby girl, first time doing a live full production on American soil, sold out, and it really brought her to tears. And what was her first thing she was saying after that? Thank you so much. It's all because of you. I was crying when she was crying for her, and then I was crying afterwards at the humility and generosity of her response. Giving it back to the fans, and it's just. I bowed to the entire family. They are an impressive group of people, And of course, Angelina's the result of their work as parents, grandparents, and family members. Anyway, let me move on out of here. I know I can talk forever. I get too carried away, but I do want to try to tell the story the whole day because I don't even know if I can. It was just so unbelievable, and I'm still in a bit of a fog, a surreal daydream about the whole thing. I got home and I couldn't even. Sitting there thinking, did I actually just do that? Did I actually go there and experience that? Was that real or was that a dream? I mean, I was talking to myself. Honestly, I'm not making that up. And and I'm still today. You know, it's a few days later, and I'm still kind of in that mode. That's why at work today I wanted to do some work videos because I thought I got to get snapped back to reality here somehow. And of course, then the sound wasn't working on those. I don't know what that was all about either. But anyway, we'll get out of here. We'll save it for the next time, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry to bore you with all this stuff, but this was an awesome event. And I want to thank Steve over here and Barry over here and the choreographer and all the participants for being there and making this a special day for everybody that was there and those that are watching. So have a good one, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.